Honored guests, welcome to our ceremony to honor our graduates and their parents, family, and friends. At this point, may I ask you to please turn off your cell phones or set them to the silent mode. Notice, please, exits are located throughout Xfinity. For your safety, look for your nearest exit. In case of emergency, walk, do not run to that exit. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the faculty, followed by the December 2016 graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Dean and the members of his platform party. Will the audience please rise and join in the singing of our national anthem, to be performed by Dr. Lu Xuan Lucy Chen and the Washington Brass Quintet. All males are asked to please remove their hats for the national anthem. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, presiding over these ceremonies is Dr. Jayanth Vannevar, Dean of the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences.
Dr. Colwell, graduates, distinguished faculty, parents and friends, welcome to the University of Maryland's College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences December 2016 commencement ceremony. Graduates, we are all very proud of your accomplishments here at the University of Maryland and are honored to be able to participate in your milestone celebration today. As Bill Nye once said, science is the key to our future. And if you don't believe in science, then you're holding everybody back. Like Bill Nye, our keynote speaker today, Dr. Rita Colwell, has been a very strong advocate for science, always emphasizing the importance of investments in basic research to the economic vitality of the nation. As the first life scientist and the first woman to serve as director of the National Science Foundation, Dr. Colwell is well known for her efforts to increase the participation of underrepresented groups in science. Dr. Colwell arrived at the University of Maryland in 1973 and now holds the notable title of Distinguished University Professor. Her research has played a fundamental role in reducing the incidence and impact of cholera around the world, and her groundbreaking use of computational tools to study biology helped establish the field of bioinformatics, a key area of scientific study today. Dr. Colwell is also a successful businesswoman and entrepreneur, having served as chief scientist and chair of Canon US Life Sciences, and having founded the company Cosmos ID, which uses next-generation DNA sequencing to advance new discoveries in microbiome research. She has received numerous prestigious awards and honors, too many to name here today unless you want to stay all evening. So I will highlight some of the most significant. Dr. Colwell is a member of the National Academy of Sciences and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. She was awarded the National Medal of Science by the President of the United States and has received more than 55, I think the latest number is 60, honorary degrees from institutes of higher education. Dr. Colwell is a tremendous scientist, a great leader, a mentor, an all-around champion for excellence, and a terp for life. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Rita Colwell.
Dean Vannevar, faculty, graduates, friends, and families. Let me first extend my sincere congratulations to the graduates and to their families. You've worked long and hard to get here, so take a moment to savor this special occasion. For the past few years, you've been submerged in your college studies, but keep in mind that less than 8% of the world population ever attains a college degree. You, as all of us, are not the same as you were when you entered Maryland, nor is the world the same. Your time here encompasses difficult years: mass shootings in the US, child abductions in Nigeria, typhoons, earthquakes, meteorites landing in Russia, and an election. But you've also witnessed hope. A successful landing on Mars, a sixth man landing on the moon, there have been lots of unmanned landings, and renewed US and Cuba relations. You're going out into a world full of wonder and need, and you will make a difference. Today, you are new graduates. You have your own challenges, and they're truly global. I'd like to share with you a little of the world I emerged from as a graduate student in the 1960s. As you might imagine, it was not without challenges, especially since women in science were relatively rare. In high school, I was advised by a science teacher not to major in science in college because science was not a career suitable for women. Later, a department chair denied me a graduate fellowship, saying it would be wasted on a woman, but I persevered. In the 1960s, I was one of the first scientists to develop software to analyze bacteriological data, writing the first computer program to identify marine bacteria. I called it the Little Bug Program, written in machine language on an IBM 650. And that model of the computer sits in the Smithsonian. It's on exhibit. Fast forward, and by the 1970s, my computational tools to study biology played a major role in establishing the field of bioinformatics, a key area of scientific research today. So it's often the small things that change the world. And let me just share one story. In my career, I've had the privilege and the satisfaction to help understand where, in the aquatic environment, the bacterium causing an infectious disease, cholera, makes its home. I studied the bacterium Vibrio cholerae, fancy name, for more than 40 years, and almost all of the work was done here at the University of Maryland from 1973 onwards. In those years of research, my students here at Maryland and I posed scientific questions and performed experiments that defied the conventional wisdom of the time. Many scoffed at our ideas and continued to pursue the old path, but that only spurred us on with greater commitment. Eventually, my students and I were able to prove that cholera is a disease caused by a bacterium that occurs naturally in rivers, estuaries, coastal waters, including our own Chesapeake Bay. And the bacterium has a dormant stage that fooled researchers. It literally hides between epidemics. We found that the cholera bacterium is associated with plankton, found in virtually all rivers and streams and the bay. But purifying water is an elusive goal in a poverty-stricken country like Bangladesh, where boiling water to obtain safe drinking water is not an option, there just isn't enough firewood to burn. An inexpensive option is to filter out the plankton to reduce and curb the disease. We found that simple sari cloth would make an excellent and an affordable filter. The sari is the native dress for women in that region. Our team of researchers taught the women in the remote villages of Bangladesh how to filter their water. And we learned in a follow-up study that the women continue to filter the water to protect their children and families. And as a result, the cholera rate was reduced by 50%. So, filtering is a small step, but it brought significant change to villages where cholera has been reduced. Our work is a small step toward reducing the number of people, especially children, who die each year from cholera. We were ordinary people, committed to our passion, and able to make a difference. There are few things more gratifying in life than helping others help themselves. And then fast forward to 1998 when President Clinton appointed me director of the NSF. I'd come quite a long way from the young woman denied that fellowship. So I tell you this to share with you how far you can go with your passion, with your excellent University of Maryland education, and the degrees that you've earned. You're on the edge of a lifetime of adventure, on the brink of discoveries that will change the world, the promise of an exciting future. You are young women and men who have persevered. You'll make the world a better place. You're living in a golden era of scientific discovery, when breakthroughs are occurring almost daily and in almost every field, from astronomy to material science to genetics, engineering, and information science. This is true also for the social and behavioral sciences, because this is the era of big data. There's a new frontier in scientific exploration. It will provide the next major advance for the health sciences because it'll be an integration of ecology, conservation biology, systems engineering, brain science, and medicine. And most striking is the merging of what were considered to be disparate databases and rendering these integrated through advances in the computational sciences, which you represent today, many of you. So we are in a world neighborhood of 7 billion people, most of whom are disadvantaged. Yet the poorest of the poor still maintain hope for the future. We will need leaders of vision who can find ways to realize that hope. I cannot predict the future, but I can see the trends. We need citizens literate in both science and the humanities. We need leaders who are articulate and ethical with good judgment, who can navigate an increasingly complex world. There's an African proverb that says, "The lack of knowledge is darker than night." There is still a lot of darkness remaining in the world. There are still many things to change for the better, and simple solutions can be powerful. You will not want for challenges. Each of you has a unique contribution to make, and now you are launching your careers. To the women who are graduating today, I would like to provide a special message. You have an important role to play in the knowledge society. Countries of the world thriving economically are those with greater participation of women in science and technology and the greater numbers of women in the workforce. It is important that your educational and professional aspirations be fulfilled. Seek opportunities that allow you to make choices and decisions about your own lives. The United States is the leading knowledge-based economy of the world and a knowledge society that must include women to an equal extent to maintain that leadership among nations. Science is a strong and valuable force for finding solutions to problems and for changing the world in positive ways. So don't forget the lessons you've learned here at Maryland. I'm sure you will reflect on some of those lessons, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The truth is, you don't yet know which of those lessons will prove to be the most important, the most enduring. You can't know, not yet. You may not know until many years in the future, when you have the chance to think back on your university days, and you'll be surprised which lessons prove to be the most significant and influential. So this commencement is the beginning of your own personal and collective lifelong journey in learning and in changing the world to become an ever better, more sustainable, and more peaceful place. And in that journey, be curious, be studious, be compassionate, and be committed. You will not lack for challenges, for excitement, or for gratification. And I know you can change the world. Enjoy this commencement with all your heart and soul. You've earned it. Congratulations and great good luck.
Thank you, Rita, for your inspiring words. Please accept this small token of appreciation from everyone in the college. Thank you so much.
Will the PhD and master's degree recipients from the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences please rise? Dr. Wolfgang Lozert, Associate Dean, will present the graduates. By accepting the faculty's recommendation as presented by the Associate Dean, the Dean will recognize the candidates as having completed all degree requirements.
Dr. Vannevar, in accordance with the recommendations of the faculty in the College of Computer, Mathematical and Natural Sciences, I request that you recognize those graduates who have successfully completed all requirements for the Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Public Policy, Master of Chemical and Life Sciences, and Doctor of Philosophy.
I'm pleased to accept the faculty's recommendation, and I'm honored to recognize those graduates who have successfully completed all requirements for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Public Policy, Master of Chemical and Life Sciences, and Doctor of Philosophy.
Will the audience please join the Dean and the faculty in congratulating the December 2016 advanced degree candidates of the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences. PhD graduates of academic programs in the college will now receive diplomas and congratulations from the dean, the associate deans, and department chairs, and be hooded by their major advisor. Dr. Constantina Trevisa will present the graduates from Applied Mathematics and Statistics and Scientific Computation. Oliver Rourke, to be hooded by Dr. Constantina Trevisa, his dissertation, Processing Information in Recurrent Neural Networks. Joshua Schneider, to be hooded by Dr. Constantina Trevisa. His dissertation, Multiscale Modeling and Simulation of Stepped Crystal Surfaces. Hana Ueda, to be hooded by Dr. William Bentley and Dr. Constantina Trevisa. Her dissertation, Mathematical Models of Quorum Sensing. Dr. James Carton will present the graduates from Atmospheric and Oceanic Science. Galena Wind, to be hooded by Dr. Ross Salowich. Her dissertation, Multi-Sensor Cloud and Aerosol Retrieval Simulator and its Applications. Dr. Janice Ruitt-Roby will present the graduates from Biochemistry and from Chemistry. Amanda Lee, to be hooded by Dr. Janice Ruitt-Roby. Her dissertation, Characterization of Polyubiquitin Chains by Mass Spectrometry. Nicole Schneck, to be hooded by Dr. Janice Ruitt-Roby. Her dissertation, Development of Magnetic Nanoparticle-Based Enrichment Techniques and Mass Spectrometry Methods of Quantification of the Clinical Biomarker Cardiac Troponin. Dr. Charles Delwich will present the graduates from Biology, Biological Sciences, and from Neuroscience and Cognitive Science. Cora Ann Johnston, receiving a PhD in Biological Sciences, to be hooded by Dr. Daniel Gruner. Her dissertation, Marine Community Assembly in a Dynamic Ecotone. Carly Moletz-Wolz, receive a PhD in Behavior, Ecology, Evolution, and Systematics, to be hooded by Dr. Charles Delwich. Her dissertation, the skin microbiome of woodland salamanders and its association with hosts, taxonomy, environment, and health status. Sarah Reynolds, receive a PhD in molecular and cellular biology, and to be hooded by Dr. Eric Freed. Her dissertation, characterization of the cowpox and mousepox homologs of the smallpox virus B22 protein and their roles in mouse disease models. Haoye Zhang, to receive a PhD in molecular and cellular biology and to be hooded by Dr. Ken Cao. His dissertation, investigation of smooth muscle cell death and genome instability in Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome. Carolina Diller, to receive a PhD in biology, to be hooded by Dr. Daniel Gruner. Her dissertation, evaluating the effects of pollinator-mediated selection on patterns of floral variation. Amina Sheikh, to receive a PhD in neuroscience and cognitive science, to be hooded by Dr. Catherine Carr. Her dissertation, subplate neurons and their role in the functional maturation of the brain. Cristina Solarena, receive a PhD in neuroscience and cognitive science, and to be hooded by Dr. Catherine Carr. Her dissertation, development and plasticity of the functional laminar mesoscale organization of the primary auditory cortex. Dr. Kennedy Painter will present the graduates in marine, estuarine, and environmental sciences. Dorothea Lundberg, receiving a PhD in marine, estuarine, and environmental science, to be hooded by Dr. Karin Prestegard. Her dissertation, evaluating restoration potential and storm surge attenuation in ditched and unditched coastal marshes. Dr. Garrick Papoyan will present the graduates in chemical physics. Rian Yu, receive a PhD in chemical physics, to be hooded by Dr. Michael Zachariah. Her dissertation, in situ characterization of optical absorption by carbonaceous aerosols, calibration and measurement. Dr. Samir Kuhler will present the graduates from computer science. Ross Edelman, to be hooded by Dr. Ramani Duraswamy. His dissertation, fast and accurate boundary element methods in 3 dimensions. Cody Bunton, to be hooded by Dr. Samir Kuhler. His dissertation, discovering credible events in near real time from social media streams. Jun Chang Chen, to be hooded by Dr. Rama Chalapa. His dissertation, robust representations for unconstrained face recognition and its applications. Kotoro Hara, to be hooded by Dr. John Froelich. His dissertation, scalable methods to collect and visualize sidewalk accessibility data for people with mobility impairments. Ho, to be hooded by Dr. Samir Kuller. Her dissertation, Sequential Decisions and Predictions in Natural Language Processing. Euron O, to be hooded by Dr. Leah Findlater. Her dissertation, Accessible On-Body Interaction for People with Visual Impairments. Dr. Scott Wolpert will present the graduates from Mathematical Statistics. Peter Rankel, to be hooded by Dr. John Conroy. His dissertation, Statistical Analysis of Text Summarization Evaluation. Dr. Steve Ralston will present the graduates from Physics. David Green, to be hooded by Dr. Elizabeth Hayes. His dissertation, Measurement of the Cosmic Ray Proton Spectrum from 54 GeV to 9.5 TeV with the Fermi Large Area Telescope. Rachel Lee, to be hooded by Dr. Wolfgang Lozert. Her dissertation, Guided Migration and Collective Behavior, Cell Dynamics During Cancer Progression. Shunang Shu. Shunang Shu, to be hooded by Dr. Jacob Taylor. His dissertation, Quantum Optics with Optomechanical Systems in the Linear and Nonlinear Regime with Applications in Force Sensing and Environmental Engineering. Please join the Dean in a round of applause for all our doctoral degree recipients. Master's graduates of academic programs in the college will now receive congratulations from the Dean, Associate Deans, and the Department Chair. Dr. Stuart Vogel will present the graduates from Astronomy. Zeev Rogozhinsky. Dr. James Carton will present the graduates from Atmospheric and Oceanic Science. Kriti Barkov. Agniv Sengupta. Dr. Stuart Vogel will present the graduates from Computer Science. What did I say? I'm sorry. Samir Kuller will present the graduates from Computer Science. Ladan Naja Fizada. Dr. Steve Ralston will present the graduates from Physics. Aaron Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Robert Infantino.
A student commencement speaker is traditionally selected from our graduating class. This year's speaker is a remarkable young man who has distinguished himself among a highly talented group of graduates. He came to the university as a Banneker Key Scholar, and today he's completing a degree in biological sciences with a specialization in cell biology and genetics. If everything has been maintained over the past 5 days, He has a 4.0 and will graduate summa cum laude. Along the way, he earned an honors college citation in entrepreneurship and innovation, served as an emergency room volunteer at Johns Hopkins Suburban Hospital, and was an undergraduate researcher in the lab of Department Chair Leslie Pick in the Department of Entomology, studying the development of segmentation. He conducted research in genetic ophthalmology at the National Eye Institute, but that's not all. He's also an accomplished artist. He's a principal cellist, participated in the National Philharmonic Summer Strings Institute and the University of Maryland Repertoire Orchestra, and is the founder and president of Eyeglasses, a string musical group that I understand is a YouTube sensation, and I'll be checking that out when we leave. He's also the founder and president of Artreach, an organization that offers musical performances at assisted living facilities and hospitals. At this time, he's applying to MD PhD programs, and it's a great honor and pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Iain Sano Forrest, your commencement speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Infantino, for that introduction. I'd also like to thank Dean Vannevar, as well as my family, parents, friends, and loved ones for supporting me. Wow, we've come a long way since our first year. We started college brimming with energy, full of ideas. The possibilities were endless. As a naive freshman, I thought I was going to be the next Yo-Yo Ma. Playing the cello was my passion. Throughout high school, I joined all the youth orchestras. I competed in competitions, jammed with friends. I couldn't see myself not doing music. Now, at this point, you might expect me to tell you how I pursued music through college. You might expect me to say, follow your passion, follow your dreams, and the rest comes easy. Well, if that was the case, my speech would be very short. My mom, she's over there, hi Mom, pragmatic as always, told me, you can pursue music, so long as you get a PhD first. We laughed, but it did open my eyes to something new, science. I chose my major in cellular biology, molecular genetics, signed up for the dreaded organic chemistry and organismal biology classes, joined a research lab studying bugs. My Yo-Yo Ma cello playing self almost didn't recognize this new person. See, I hadn't yet explored other things, and this was a time for exploration. It is so easy to stay in your comfort zone, do things that you're familiar with. Pushing your boundaries, tearing down the walls, now that's hard, but man, it can be rewarding. For me, it changed my life's direction. One day, with cello in tow, I visited the Children's Inn, a place where young patients stay while receiving treatment at the National Institutes of Health. Children with rare illnesses who had traveled far away from home sat in a semicircle in front of me, eyes fixed on the cello as I started playing. Some clapped their little hands, the bold ones danced. Parents who worried about getting their kids through medications and procedures smiled. I helped the children try their hand at the cello to their delight as I talked to them about their future aspirations. A young boy with Tourette syndrome excitedly told me he was going to be a doctor, while a little girl told me she was now going to be a cellist. This sparked something in me. I wanted to expand that fleeting moment of comfort that music offered into a lifetime of better health I could offer as a physician. With even the smallest action, I valued making a positive difference in patients who I met. And the little things really do make a difference. I don't know why, but it always seems like tragedies disasters, fear dominate the news we see every day. But it's important to remember there are a lot of good people and groups out there trying to make a difference. It has been a privilege to know many friends, colleagues here at the University of Maryland who are doing just that. I will not forget their example for years to come. I will not forget when you treated a homesick friend to real food at Adele's. I will not forget how you offered a stranger a ride when he was caught in the typical Maryland thunderstorm walking to class. I will not forget when you helped an organization on campus raise over $500,000 for a young patient staying at the Children's National Hospital in Washington, D.C. Even the smallest action from one person can create change. And here we are, all 500 of us, about to step into the real world, tasked with creating change. It's daunting. It's exhilarating. We're used to moving through the ranks of grade school, striving to get good grades to improve ourselves. Now we face a decision. Will we choose to maintain the status quo, shrug our shoulders in indifference at the problems deemed impossible to fix by naysayers? Or will we choose to enact change, to find new ways of looking at problems and persevere over challenges? I have been fortunate enough to be amongst a community of bright people who never cease to amaze me. I have seen firsthand the bold, entrepreneurial, creative, and caring spirit of the class of 2016. I see this in my friends in biology who seek to cure disease and find out new things about nature, in law and criminology who strive to promote justice for all, in psychology who endeavor to help those who are so often overlooked, in engineering and computer science who want to innovate exciting tools that will aid humanity, in environmental science who aim to make the world a better place for everybody and all living things on the planet, in government and politics who try to make society better for everybody. I'd like to finish with one last note. Remember my past Yo-Yo Ma aspiring self? Well, he's no longer me, but he did choose an excellent role model. In the words of Yo-Yo Ma, a world-class, extraordinary cellist, "I'm not brave. I'm actually pretty scared a lot of the time, but I must like being scared because I keep doing things that scare me." UMD has a rich history of graduates who went on to do things that would scare most people. They realized that fear is tall and wide, but paper thin. They ran through it like a runner crossing the finish line. So we've reached the finish line of one race, and we deserve applause for that. But now we are at the starting block of our next race, one in which we will leave our fears behind and smash the records. Ready, set, go. Thank you.
Iain, thank you so much for your timely remarks. This is a proud day for you, your family, and for the University of Maryland. Will Iain's family please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you.
Will the baccalaureate degree recipients from the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences please rise? Dr. Robert Infantino, Associate Dean, will present the graduates by accepting the faculty's recommendation as presented by the Associate Dean, the Dean will recognize the candidates as having completed all degree requirements.
Dr. Vannevar, in accordance with the recommendations of the faculty in the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, I request that you recognize these graduates who have successfully completed all requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
I'm pleased to accept the faculty's recommendation, and I'm honored to recognize those graduates who have successfully completed all requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Will the audience please join the Dean and the faculty in congratulating the December 2016 baccalaureate degree candidates of the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences. Graduates, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, graduation from the University of Maryland is a milestone for each graduate and their family and friends. Each guest present is waiting with great anticipation to hear the name of their graduate announced in this arena. Therefore, we kindly ask that you act in a dignified manner and hold your applause to a minimum so that each graduate can be recognized in a timely and orderly fashion. In addition, out of respect for your classmates and their families, we kindly ask that all graduates remain on the floor until the conclusion of the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation. Bachelor graduates of academic programs in the college, please move forward 2 rows at a time to receive congratulations from the Dean, Associate Deans, and the Department Chair. As the students come forward, some will be wearing a red tassel in recognition of their having potentially earned Latin honors. Latin honors are based on overall grade point averages and are designated cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. Departmental honors are awarded to those who are invited by the faculty in their respective departments to undertake honors research and will be wearing medallions. Dr. Samir Kuhler will present the graduates from Computer Science.
Douglas Sexton. Andrew Au. Andrew Dilks. Philip Fielmeyer. Anita Benitez. Kevin Wood. Richard Castagna. Amer Abugeda. Alexander Padilla. Brandon Corbett. Brian Sandman. Stan Chung. Charles Gulata. Parth Desai. Sarah Zimpo. Michael Kalu. Neil Patel. Matthew Gunzel. Yufan Fei. Evan Llewellyn. Venkata Gadam. Hojin Kang. Thomas Young. Michael Smith. Shin Ren. Zachary Babbitt, Fan Jia, Raymond Smoley, Ivan Petrov, Kyle Velez, Sean Young, Terry Anthony, Shyam Krishnan, Benjamin Ferraro, Troy Edelman, Kevin McCloskey, Simon Milburn, Wega Chen, Alexander Ball, Michael Delaney, Stephen Z, Alex Stepanov, Carson Myers, Brennan Hanks, Cole Fogelberger, Alexander Massey, Yifei Zhou, Fred Ma, Yoshio Fujimoto, Toby Wiederkehr, Matthew Marsandi, Christopher Wang Ngo, Rana Singhe, Ahmed Salam, Lucas Fonseca, Boris Castillo, Rudmila Rahman,
Dr. Jonathan Dinman will present the graduates from Cell Biology and Genetics and Microbiology. We are now presenting Cell Biology and Genetics.
Andrew Coleman, Winnie Tiang, Pratik Mechineni, Natalia Sampaio Mora, Set Nang,
Right behind you. There you go.
Iain Forrest,
We are now presenting graduates in microbiology.
Alexandra Ehrman, Salman Izajo, Maria Gomez, Yvette Espinosa, Natalie Kratfell, Daniel Anitsakis,
Dr. Janice Ruitt-Roby will present the graduates from Biochemistry and Chemistry. We're now presenting graduates in Chemistry.
Ndimba Ndi. Ian Anderson. Chelsea Sermonak. Natalia Shock Lopez. Sarah Moynihan. Anna Lieberman. Nazira Ashley Ali. Shuya Chen. Abigail Catillas.
Dr. Richard Walker will present the graduates from geology.
Joshua Gao.
Dr. Scott Wolpert will present the graduates from mathematics, applied mathematics, mathematical education, and mathematical statistics. We're presenting graduates from mathematics.
Lee Antelfinger Norton. Michael Chapman. Elliot Zareski Williams. Jonathan Kara. Afrin Abreu. Christopher Lohman.
We're now presenting graduates from applied mathematics.
Michael Taft. Ike Okoro.
We're now presenting graduates from mathematical statistics.
Jacob Kraus. Jessica Argenis. Jenyu Lee. Megan McCaffrey. Hanek Adbar. Chloe Shockley. Paul McDonald.
Dr. Steve Ralston will now present the graduates from physics and from physical sciences. We are now presenting graduates from physics.
Luke Hahn. Kevin Bartus. Alexander Sugar Ray. Jose Miguel Castro. Sam Arrington. Paula Rodriguez Ormaza. Justin Hudson. Landry Orenbear. Nathan Borak.
We are now presenting graduates from physical sciences.
Haipeng Hu. Tamim Al-Maliki.
Dr. William Fagan will present the graduates from Physiology and Neurobiology and from Ecology and Evolution. We are now presenting graduates from Ecology and Evolution.
Mary Catherine McGee. Benjamin Ferraro.
We are now presenting graduates from Physiology and Neurobiology.
Abdul Tafiq. Ali Jarabshu. Ajwa Abra. Liddy Tabeni. Michael Patatanian. Amanda Bemis. Desiree Rangley. Samuel Brimmer. Connor Lockland. Amrita Singh. Melissa Robinson. Christine Kim. JC Hugh. Sun Lee. Grace Chun. Julian Kang. Samuel Sterner. Kivan Yang. Tri Nguyen. Adrienne Bierman. Saskia van ter Heijden. Michelle Nguyen. Ria Gupta. Abhishek Gol. Isaac Jiang. Cassandra Sheets. Sydney Alatiado. Derek Leo Jones. Andrew Taylor. Rabia Hassan. Elizabeth Kennedy.
Dr. Leslie Pick will present the graduates from General Biology and Individual Studies. We're now presenting graduates in General Biology.
Sahil Patel. Chris Dillmore. Brandon Smith.
Thank you, sir.
Shahrukh Syed. Sukhpreet Saran. Janae Thompson. Jessica Mitchum. Nicole Scott. Amy Nguyen. Kelly Leona Devine. Caitlin Engler. Alexandra Pantos. Brendan Phillips. Christine Lagana. Kenny Wu. Shaina Wasser. Sarish Kanal. Mahmoud Abusin. Jeffrey Dudley. Idris Batu. Irfan Khan. Lauren Ball. Walter Medina. Natasha Teckham. Katie So.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Jayanth Vannevar.
Graduates, we are immensely proud of you, and we are honored to know that we played a part in your growth and development during your time in College Park. Will all those in the audience who are family members and friends of our graduates please stand? Graduates, you did not go on this journey alone. Please stand and join me in recognizing and thanking all those who have supported you along the way. Please be seated. It's easy for me to predict that you will all reflect fondly on your experiences here at the University of Maryland. I know this because alumni tell me frequently how much the University of Maryland continues to mean to them long after they graduate. As Neil deGrasse Tyson once said, knowing where you came from is no less important than knowing where you are going. As you pursue your future, please remember, you will always have a home here in our college and our university. Come back and visit us often and stay in touch. We will always be proud of everything you accomplish. Congratulations to the class of 2016.
Will the audience and the graduates please rise? Please remain standing and remain in place for the Recessional, the alma mater to be sung by Dr. Lucy Chen. The Recessional will be led by the platform party, followed by the faculty, followed by the graduates. Parents, spouses, relatives, family, and friends are invited to join the graduates outside.